So good morning, Monday morning. It's literally took me 2 days to recuperate from the last 2 weeks of Eric and all the dyno sessions we did. I thought it turned out very, very well, very good. Thank you for subscribers and tuning in and watching it. Honestly, I thought it was great content. If I was on the other side of the TV, I would truly be watching it. It was good footage and real life stuff. So thank you all for that. This week we're getting started. We're going to, Gavin here is going to tear down Billy's engine. I don't know whether we'll use this footage or Billy will, but at least you get to see it. And we're going to have to make some upgrades, replace some parts that he's hurt. For you LS fans out there, I am decking a block for a fellow machine shop friend of mine that we work a lot of back and forth with. He needed this decked in a hurry, so I told him I'd help him out. And so we are decking it. So just normal life. Also, another thing I'm doing today is I got a set of Pontiac heads in here. Not Austin's. Another customer. He wants some exhaust seats put in for the gas of today, and also a valve job and setup. And we are in the process of that. I am going to cut some release out on these intakes because I dislike the way they're tapered, so I'm going to cut a little bit of this bowl area out with my machine and then put a new valve job on it with my Surdy cutters. And I don't know, we may just flow them to allow you guys to see some numbers on a little bit of port work on what it may change. I just think it helps separate the valve job on the seat from the rest of the casting. Provides more of a better, I don't know, cut. I don't know whether that's the right word. But, so another job is going on today.
Good. Almost got all the rockers off. And then I'm going to get these started in the wash, because I want to spend a little bit more time on that intake. It's got all the RTV all over the side of it.
Compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh, and you never compromise.
Still need a stud.
You got enough oil? You got 10 gallons of oil in there?
Oh, absolutely, more than that.
Okay.
You don't need to.
I'll bring you good.
What's this? You're supposed to be picking up, not dropping off.
Pick one up, pick two up, drop two off.
Good night.
426,000 miles on that 6-liter turbo diesel.
Jesus.
Got two Ford motors.
Yeah.
351 Windsor, 351 Windsor.
Good night.
Yeah. Done with one. Work on some more.
Yeah. So we got minty, fresh, top end kit for this 351. Supposed to be a crate motor, never ran. I mean, the heads are fresh, it's no carbon buildup at all. I mean, all fresh valves. Chambers are clean, never fired. Just pulled the head off. Yeah, I don't know about you, but that looks like it's been ran. I mean, that clearly the head gasket's fresh. I mean, that's a very clean head gasket, but yeah. Overspray on the deck. Overspray in the valley. It's pretty nutty. So I wouldn't really call this a crate motor, but definitely a top end kit going on this thing. We're to spin it over, pop a pan on it, see what we see down there. Some rat doo-doo, I think. I have to assume.
Loving an elevator from Aerosmith. Well, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Something definitely got into that.
Got into that pretty good.
Hey, guys.
Yep.
Yep. Oop. There's that.
So, working on Austin's 5.8 W motor on his more or less street car here. So he brought these parts in, and valve springs and so forth. Well, so on these cylinder heads, you've got this raised boss, and these are also made for umbrellas. So what is wrong is if you set that spring on there like that, what happens is it raises that center one up so much that it creates a coil bind on a 530 lift cam. So what we got to do is we need to go in here and machine this down. So, and we started on one here just to see how it fits, but we need to machine this down so it allows it to not have a coil bind issue. Like so. Guys at the parts store selling these things, or maybe they come in the kit, you know, they're wanting a 500 ID, and this is typically what we use as a positive seal that are really good. These are, you can buy these in 500 or 530, but you don't have to cut as much meat off. They still fit fine, they seal great, and they're much better than these nylon things because they become hard and brittle, and they really don't do that well in my opinion. So, as I say again, the parts people, majority of them, don't see this end of it. So, trust your machine shop.
Hey! One step closer. Ooh.
This probably should spin a little easier.
Yeah.
Since I'm doing this YouTube channel, sometimes I'm going to probably freak out, express my disbelief in situations. And this is one. So, a local shop that I've kind of, not serviced, but you know, done a little machining work off and on. Very little shop, very near me. Calls me up and says, hey, can you cut the valve guides down on a set of heads? And I was like, yeah, I can do that. I have that equipment. Well, bring it over, let me look at it. So he brings it over and he sets it down. And so I said, well, let me tear this apart. Because all he wanted to do was cut the tops off the guides. So the seals would have room to put a hydraulic roller in it. And he was wanting to make sure that, you know, everything fit. That's not a problem. So I said, let's take it and pop this thing apart. So I pop it apart, and this thing looks like it has, you know, 150 miles on these valve job. And I was like, it needs a valve job. I says, putting these back in, it may never seal. And he was like, that's all the customer wants to do. And I was like, and this is a guy with a garage. And I was like, but you're going to be responsible for this. I'm not, because I'm just reassembling it. And he was like, that's all he wants to do. And I was like, so you're going to spend the money on putting a new camshaft in it, new springs, and plus, the guys at the parts store, they sell him 10-degree locks, which this thing doesn't have enough spring rate. You could put cheaper locks on it. And where I'm getting at is people buy parts from these places. All of them. Sell parts. That's all they want to do is sell parts. But they don't care. They have no idea what the setups are, how to set stuff up, and what you truly need. You know, truly go find a good machine shop. Have faith in what they're doing, and let them teach you or understand how they are setting stuff up. I took a half an hour the other day to explain to this guy everything that goes into this, and truly it didn't matter. The $300 didn't matter. And when this thing, whatever may happen to it, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I get so frustrated in these situations, and I know a lot of you guys are in the comments are going, well, just don't do it. Well, this is a guy that has brought me work in the past, and I'm trying to do my diligence in helping him out, you know, what he wants done. But I was like, you need in the future to tell the customer, when it comes here, I'm going to prove to you what it needs, and just go with it. Don't do this stuff. Really? Honestly, really? I'm just over it. So, have a good day. Thank you for watching.